Okay, so we're given here 3 points, okay, A, B, C, with the coordinates. So minus 7, 3. So I've drawn like an axis here so I can get a decent sketch. So minus 7, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back 7 there, and then up 3. So that's where my A is going to go there. Okay. And then my B is 2, 0. So across 2, up nowhere. So that's where my B is going to be. And then my C, minus 3, 5. So you go back minus 3, and then up 5, which will be here. So that's where my C is going to be. Okay, and it says then the line L passes through C and is perpendicular to AB. So let's just draw the line AB, okay, just so we get an idea here. So there's my line AB, and it says the line L then passes through C and is perpendicular to AB. So perpendicular to AB means it's at right angle to AB. So try and get this sort of reasonably accurate. Okay, obviously this is a sketch. It's not going to be perfect, but there's my line L there, okay, which we are saying is going to be at right angles, yeah? That's what the question says, to AB. Okay, so part A, part 1, it says find the gradient of AB. Now remember, the gradient from 2 points is y2 minus y1, the difference in y's, divided by the difference in x's. Okay, so it will probably help you to actually put in your coordinate for B, which is 2, 0, and then your coordinate for A, which is minus 7, 3. So as long as you're consistent, then it doesn't matter what you call x1, y1, x2, y2. Maybe I'll just call that x2, y2 here. So my y2 will be 0. Okay, that's my y2 there, the y value. Take away my y1 then, which should be 3. I'm consistent then, so because I called that my y2, I'm going to call this my x2. So it'll be 2. Take away then the x1 there, which is minus 7. So that comes out to be 3 over 9, which is 1/3. Okay, that's what the gradient of AB is going to be. Or rather, it's going to be minus 1/3, isn't it? Just checking there. And do you know what? Because of my sketch is so accurate, okay, or roughly accurate, I knew that I was sloping downwards, yeah? You can see that, downwards, it's got to have a negative gradient. So when I had a third, I started to question, well, why is it positive? Of course, I forgot about that minus there. So double check on your calculator, make sure you're doing the calculations right, and then you'll have the right values throughout. So that's part 1 now. We've got the gradient AB. Part 2 then, it says show that the equation of AB is that, right, x plus 3y minus 2. So all you've got to do to get the equation, okay, is do y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So you just choose a point on the line, A or B. It doesn't matter which one, okay. So I'm going to choose B because it's obviously going to be easier to work with. Y1 is 0. The gradient is minus 1/3, and the x value then is 2. So what I do then is take that 3 up. If I take the 3 up, I times by all of this, but it doesn't just be 3y. Minus then in front of that bracket. So I get then 3y equals minus x plus 2. And then we get exactly what they want us. We put it in that format, take everything over to the other side. So we say therefore x plus 3y minus 2 equals 0. Then it says to find equation L, okay? So part 3, find equation L. Now remember, L is perpendicular to AB, okay? And L also goes through the point C, which is minus 3, 5. So we can use that point there. So all I've got to do, I've got a point, I just need the gradient. So if we use M1, M2 equals minus 1, because it's perpendicular, the gradient of AB is minus 1/3. So we've got that. So take the minus 1/3 over the other side and divide by it. Okay, and then when you've got that, then the two minuses cancel, become a plus, flip up the fraction, so 3 goes on the top. Okay, so that will be the gradient of L. Okay, so then to get the equation of L, all I've got to do is y minus y1. Now, remember, we're going to choose that point there. That's the point we'll use, this point C, because that's on the line L. Y minus 5 equals 3x minus minus 3. So we've got y minus 5 equals 3x. Now that becomes a plus, doesn't it? So 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so then we get 3x minus y plus 14 equals 0.